Hello, it's Dr. Clark here, and in this video we'll be looking at the 4 generalisations we use for the 4 operations. We need to use a lot of repetition of these kinesthetic phrases to help embed this key conceptual knowledge into the long-term memory of the children. This in turn reduces the cognitive load, enabling the learning to happen, and it helps bridge the gap between the concrete, pictorial and abstract. And the actions help remind the children of what they need to do for these 4 operations. So if we start with adding, we have part, add to make the whole. So that's part, add to make the whole. So we're modelling how we put one number underneath the other number, put them together, and that makes the whole. And this is a reminder of the bar model whole. If we next look at subtraction, we start with our whole and we take away a part. So again, we have our bar model whole and we're actually removing one of the parts. If we then look at multiplication, in Key Stage 1 we use the phrase groups of. Draw your groups of to make the whole. So we're reminding the children to draw their bar model and draw the groups of to find that whole number. And finally, for division. Again, in Key Stage 1, we use the phrase sharing equally between. So we start with our whole and we share equally between the parts. So we're reminding the children we start with the whole in that bar model and then we share what we've got between those parts. So what have we learnt in this video? We've learnt why we need to use the generalisations to help embed that learning into the long-term memory of the children, to reduce the cognitive load and allow them to tackle the problems they're facing. And we've learnt how we can use a kinesthetic phrase to help remind the children how to tackle them. So that's the 4 generalisations that we use for the 4 operations in maths.